Welcome to my channel Glory with Mathematics. Please subscribe, like and share.
Dear students, in this section let us find the area of a polygon. So like quadrilateral, as we were dividing the quadrilateral into triangles to find the area of any quadrilateral. So like this, in case of polygon also, we will divide the polygon into triangles or into triangles and trapeziums. So like this, after dividing the polygon into triangles or trapeziums, then we will find the areas of individual parts. Then we can sum to find the area of that polygon. So here for example, let us take, it is a polygon A, B, C, D, E. This is a pentagon. The same pentagon here also A, B, C, D, E. So in the first pentagon A, B, C, D, E, I have drawn two diagonals AD and AC. So if I have drawn two diagonals, then the whole polygon, whole pentagon is divided into three triangles. That is ABC triangle, ACD triangle and AED triangle. So in the first case, the area of ABCDE pentagon is equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ACD plus area of triangle AED. So if we add the area of these three triangles, then we will get the area of polygon ABCDE. So we can find the area of three triangles by using the formula half base into height. So in another way also, we can find the area of this pentagon ABCDE. If I have drawn here only the AD diagonal and BF perpendicular to AD and CG perpendicular to AD. So by this construction, the polygon ABCDE is divided into one triangle AFB, one right triangle AFB, then this is a trapezium BCGF, and this is another right triangle CGD and another triangle AED. So if we sum the areas of the four figures, three triangles and one trapezium, then we will get the area of the pentagon ABCDE. So here for second diagram, area of ABCDE pentagon is equal to area of right triangle AFB plus area of trapezium. This is a trapezium as BF is parallel to CG, these are 90 degrees, and so one pair of sides are opposite sides are parallel, so BCGF is a trapezium. So area of trapezium BCGF plus area of right triangle CGD and plus area of this triangle AED, area of triangle AED. So in this way, either we can follow this method or we can follow these two. Out of these two methods, what is convenient to you, you can adopt any method to find the area of a polygon. So let us solve a problem. So there is no general formula for the area of a polygon. You have to divide it into either into triangles or trapeziums. then you can find the area of a polygon. So let us solve a problem. Let us find the area of this hexagon given, that is MNOPQR. This is a hexagon having side 5 cm. This is a regular hexagon where all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. So the distance between N and Q, NQ is 11 cm and RP is 8 cm. So these are given. By using this data, we have to find the area of this hexagon. So first method, if we will join NQ diagonal. So the polygon is divided into two trapeziums, whereas these two trapeziums are congruent to each other because each side of the trapeziums are equal. Here PQ is equal to RQ, MR is equal to OP, MN is equal to NO, and NQ is common. So all the sides of both the trapeziums are equal. So these two trapeziums are congruent. If we can find the area of one trapezium, then we will multiply it by 2. Then we can find the area of the hexagon MNOPQR. So area of the hexagon MNOPQR is equal to 2 into area of the trapezium NOPQ. So what is the area of the trapezium NOPQ? We know that is half into height of the trapezium. So height is this distance. So this is half of 8 cm. That is half into 8 by 2. That is 4 multiplied with sum of two parallel sides. That is OP plus NQ. OP plus NQ. So this is equal to 2 multiplied with 1 by 2. So this is cancelled. So 4 multiplied with, this is 5 plus 11. That is 4 into 16. That is 64 centimeter square. So in other way also we can find out the area of this hexagon MNOPQR by joining the two diagonals MO and RP. So if we will join the diagonal MO and RP, then the polygon is divided into 3 figures. So MNO is one triangle and MOPR is a rectangle and RQP is another triangle. So these two triangles are congruent. How? Because here MN is equal to RQ, NO is equal to QP and MO is also equal to RP. So these two triangles are congruent to each other. And this is a rectangle because here this is 8 cm, this is also 8 cm and this is 5 cm, this is 5 cm. Opposite sides are equal means this is a parallelogram. And again this angle is 120 degree because in case of a regular hexagon each angle is 120 degree. And these two sides are equal. So this is 30 degree, this is also 30 degree. Then this angle is 90 degree because the total M angle is 120 degree. So we can prove that MOPR is a rectangle. So here in our second case, area of hexagon MNOPQR is equal to twice of area of any triangle because these two triangles are congruent and so their areas are also equal. 2 into area of triangle MNO plus area of rectangle MOPR. So is equal to twice of half into MNO, base is 8, multiplied height is, how height will be found out? So the total height is 11. So this distance is 11 centimeter. So this distance is 5 centimeter. So 11 by minus 5 is 6. So this distance is 3 centimeter and this distance is also 3 centimeter. As these two triangles are congruent, their heights are also equal. So half multiplied with base height and multiplied with 3. So this is equal to, so plus area of the rectangle. So area of rectangle MOPR is length into breadth. So 8 multiplied with 5. So this is equal to 24 plus 40. So this is equal to 64 centimeter square. So in each case we got the area of the hexagon MNOPQR as 64 centimeter square. So any method you can adopt. By any you have to divide the polygon according to your convenience, either into triangles or into triangles and trapeziums. In each case you will get the same area of a polygon.